Diego's the immortal VP.
Naku, lakad matatag.
Normally.
Abaddon also, together with Silencer, one of the two biggest winners of the little patch that came out recently. Yangon Galacticos, their last pick is gonna be an Urza. I'm pretty excited already being one of the beefier heroes in terms of the total amount of strength you have to work with. AT looking for a kill attempt onto Asta. Asta taking dangerously low health, but instead it is gonna be the Bad Rider getting nuked down, giving Asta the first blood as Queen of Pain. May not be the easy. Agree with players when to make it all work out. Once again, Urza is gonna get himself the tombstone, but this time around at the cost of his life, and that means Bok is just gonna keep on chasing, and with the soul rip, he will kill off. Gilley also setting up some stacks to help his cores farm on up. Urza is still ways away from Battle Fury, and Lan on the Snapfire gets caught out with a Rubik. But of that 2,000 gold lead, almost 1,000 is sitting on the Queen of Pain, just waiting to be put to use in a fight. Over on top lane, KSH, he gets tower dive once again, this time around with Earthshaker being there. But on the mid lane, people rotated in from either side. Chris doesn't mind a small fissure to the face, he is instead gonna try and shut down, yeah, Gilley on the Earthshaker. Always go for greedy items. I'm a noob like that. But these players, they can usually estimate their net worth position quite accurately. AT, he goes down to Chris, and it looks like this Morphling, he is gonna join the rest of TNC in looking for pickoff after pickoff. Boom, Galacticos, they wanna run in, but you are running straight at the tombstone. Abaddon presses the ultimate while standing in a bunch of Snapfire kisses Mavis. He's gonna get torn apart for that one. Asta has already died. TNC, they so far. And Yangon, they do try to contest this, knock the Morphing out of the pit. And Puck, he will end up stealing the last hit on the Roche. As with that, Undying goes on down. Morphing dies for the first time as well. And young PH, he will just hit a Dream Coil on the Morphing, preventing him from getting out of the pit. 5 people enter the pit, and they all want one target, the Morphling. He is gonna drop once again. Sure, TNC may have gotten the Aegis, but they lose it immediately after together. Yangon Galacticos smoked up, looking for somebody on the mid lane. They will find the Undying, and Undying gets executed. I'm kinda disappointed, not gonna lie. Not that the support Abaddon isn't plenty for a squishy hero with a lot of nuke damage like Queen of Pain, but the advantage you get from it mostly during the laning stage. Chris manages to turn into the puck, jump himself out of there one more time, but yeah, with the Snapfire and the cookie and everything flying out, eventually they will have the kill. It's just a matter of time. Now on the top lane, Yangon Galacticos jump in an attempt to defend that with the Echo Slam getting thrown on the Rubik. That is gotta be the first kill of the fight. Mavis, at this rate, very well looking to be the second. Abaddon, yeah, he kites them around the creep camp for a little bit, but guess what, that was something. But not gonna risk it for the biscuit here, as absolutely nobody is showing. Bad Rider, he cliffed himself. However, entirely calculated, so as instead Morphing is gonna be the first target of the fight, and with a huge Echo Slam, he is gonna melt. Insta return kill onto the Earthshaker, who's just gonna buy back to make sure that his team is not gonna lose out on that momentum. Yangon Galacticos still holding their own, as now Rubik goes on down, followed immediately by the Abaddon. Triple kill for young PH's Puck. And Yangon Galacticos, it seems like they have actually made themselves come online. Urza almost getting a kill on the Undying there, but what they really want is this Roche. But TNC, they have way better tanks, plus of course that Abaddon. Okay, Roche not even gonna get cursed up, they just want to take it slow, make sure they don't get initiated onto. However, exactly for that thinking, Rubik is gonna get picked off with an easy initiation from the side of Yangon Galacticos, who are now looking to chase down heroes one after the other. And beautiful echo coming out on the Morphling. In comes Asta, looking to put in all the impact he can, but instead he is just gonna lose his Abaddon next to him. And now Asta, his mana pool is melting. He will still manage to blink himself out of there, as on the back line, Rubik has dropped, and that is KSH. I kill people just fine the way I am. Uh-oh. Earthshaker. He goes for an initiation. Gets that initiation counted immediately. KSH now making short work of the tombstone once again. And with that, Yangon Galacticos, they are all gonna back off. Would love to finally be able to find a lasso without Abaddon just breaking it the second it comes out. But instead it will be Snapfire ran down. They make a TNC, not quite. Finding a good chance for Chris to go on in instead. The Morph is almost gonna die. Doesn't manage to get the BKB here, but guess who doesn't have BKB? Rubik, as he will be the first death of the fight. Chris still doing work on the Morphing, but on the backlines of that fight, meanwhile, young PH is just man fighting it up. Chip that. And guess what, Yangon Galacticos, they are gonna break the smoke in an excellent fashion here. 2-man stun off a Fissure plus Aftershock, but this time around Asta does find himself a good opening to go on in. Urza still may want to turn this around. Asta running for his life, but he is gonna get jumped by that Faziwazi, and that's gonna be the first kill of the team fight. Queen of Pain immediately forces buyback. Nice 2-man Dream Coil, keeping both Morph as well as Buck there for a while. Both of them dropping low health. On the backline, Spat, right, trying to get himself out. Looks like he will succeed. Well, now Puck is chasing down the Rubik. Is setting up another kill for his team, and guess what? Morphling may escape with very... Yangon, once again, gonna try for this high ground. Knowing full well that Aegis is gonna expire eventually. KSH does find a really good ultimate, and with that, hit after hit into Chris's Morphling. Morphling that for 40 seconds. Queen of Pain still jumping around after that lasso. In pretty good spirits, getting off an early BKB for that fight, but GG gets caught as they kill off only the Urza and realize, hey, that's only gonna be his first life. Yeah. KSH, he is now just gonna tear all of your team a new one. Huge. Now that's really kind of all the options I can...
Select your heroes.
Oh, okay. There is that Chaos Knight. It was kind of easy to position themselves up that high ground. And they are all gonna appear after Lance Dazzle with a beautiful Chaos Knight strike. And yeah, that is just the first blood. Getting secured by Mavis on the Lich. He's hitting him in the face a ton. But yeah, you guys can tip me channel points. I think that's pretty cool. Marcy is this time around gonna go down. We did mention Frost Shield on the Lich plus Chaos Knight makes for a very strong combo. And while Marcy shouldn't be time, then it is still an easy hero to kill. It's not like Marcy is supposed to be super tanky, it's just that she rebounds out more often than not. Now over on the top lane, Dazzle is gonna get taken apart by the Primal Beast, and Carlo still doing his best to kite around the void. Nice block coming in from Buck, and free. He can now bottle himself back up and does see the Shadow Shaman just a little bit too late. Shackle is a pretty freaking fast cast. However, now Dazzle rotates on in, keeping young PH alive, but how are you gonna keep him alive, sir, if you are silenced? Doesn't even get to cast the slow, doesn't even get to turn things around. Nice Waning Rift there coming out from the Puck. And Chris, he is just gonna be forced to leave the lane. But yeah, he still had mana for an escape ready there, so gonna get himself out nice. And with this game not really happening until everybody reaches their level 6, level 7, we are just gonna sit around chilling. Chris on the Puck just got killed off solo to a young PH Avalanche Toss combo. Not even the Avalanche Toss, just the Avalanche. Tusk didn't even have to be there for AT, so Asta does have to play this lane quite a bit more careful. In comes the rebound, Unleash gets activated, Marcy tossed back out of position, but there is the lift on the Chaos Knight. Asta gets this post at the last second of the TP, and Marcy with the Unleash should have sufficient damage to kill off the Chaos Knight. Yep. Just barely managing to go through a full ult timing, but it's totally worth for the enemy position 1, at least if now on top lane. Nobody has to die for this. Buck already went down, and now Yangon Galacticos, they are looking for more, will kill off the Chris Puck. That would only have 2 more seconds at the last level, while still preventing the cyber aggression from the Primal Beast to come on out. Then again, a lot of teams, kind of like with the Faceless Void, have found ways to answer the Primal Beast if it comes on out, if it is being picked up to make your life miserable. Buck, he gets tossed on out of position, and there is that pulverize, but as you can see, most of the time it is really just a bit of an annoying ult, a good bit of harass. It really approaching the Maelstrom at a pretty good rate. The Void definitely scary, but looking at the net worth, guess who's scarier? It is Asta on that Chaos Knight. Teleporting into the bottom lane, but these CPs will be cancelled, and with the Faceless Void coming in, it is gonna be AT just cleaning house with the Carlo Rubik. Yangon, they see Young PH ran it and ganked down again. Young PH, nice toss, buying him some space, but against the Puck chasing you down, it is hard to get out. Nice rebound turnaround as Young PH will survive thanks to a little bit of help from the Dazzle. And Chaos Knight, even with his ultimate, he does not want to stay fighting here. Instead, Chris, he gets Avalanche tossed by the Tiny. This time around it did require the full Avalanche toss combo, but with a Blink reveal, Tiny gets himself free kill on the Puck, meaning Yangon Galacticos are now once again able to play the aggressors here. Just run down objectives. Chaos Knight, he's got the armlet, but not really a lot more. In comes Primal Beast, looking for a good pulverize, but guess what? The only good pulverize to be found is the Rubik, just smashing him down. And yeah, that is 2 people dead once again. Nicely played. No, forced to commit to an early team fight, whether you want to or not, because KSH, he usually plays a pretty greedy Void. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Manta Style come out from him. Lich ultimate, it will get dropped. There is a Shadow Grave on the Faceless Void, but Shadow Grave not longer than the Shackles, so Void gets straight for the Puck. So far, core for core, it could be worse, but look at this. TNC, they are not gonna sit around. They will immediately benefit off of that initiation, making that a 3-for-1 trade. And it looks like TNC. But anyone who's played Puck even once knows that there is some real big in-betweens from your combos. Meanwhile, Lun, he goes down without being able to press anything. And so will AT on that Marcy. As long as he finishes BKB, I don't think he minds too much. Yeah, they did get the big item, but now this Roche is open and exposed. Last time TNC, they wanted this for themselves, they didn't get it. And with the Shadow Shaman Serpent work, with the Chaos Knight ultimate still being active, they do hit the Roche pretty quickly. In comes Young PH, Avalanche toss combo, insta killing off the Puck, making sure you got that annoying Dream Coil taken out of the fight. The Roche Tiny breaking the coil. He gets Shadow Grave up, but Shadow Grave alone isn't gonna save you when there is a Lich with the follow-up fear.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Asta, he makes killing of Young PH look easy there, and will follow things up on a Dazzle, even if it means running into 2 very scary from this triangle high ground at any given moment. But with the Shadow Shaman ultimate, it is gonna be a very swift push for the side of TNC, and TNC, they buy themselves some space. If they want, they can try and defend their bottom tier too. Alternatively, they can just snowball this into a little bit more gold, because the gold lead, it is almost 0. Rubik gets gone on by the Chaos Knight. Dazzle is there with some help through the poison, and Rubik will survive. Marcy not so lucky, as no BKB available means you are just gonna get Shadow Shaman up and killed off. Lan, he was looking to teleport out, but nope. Says the Chaos Knight, reality rifts him all the way over, breaking the Dream Coil in the process and just snapping him. Like a twig. Holy crap. 2k gold lead only, but TNC, now that they have grouped up, now that they're only playing where they can be. So yeah.
Top tower has fallen.
Yangon Galacticos, they may get a good chunk of last hits out of that. But let them farm, I say. You've just taken tier 3 tower. Do the thing. Do the same push another time. With the serpent ward, hitting the range back. And it is gonna... Oh my goodness. Primal Beast, he gets faces voided up to start things off. Maybe now Yangon can get themselves back into this game, as they are behind, but not that far yet. Scattering from KSA just double kill during the BKB. He is actually capable of dishing up here. While they also know how to dream coil into literal people. And dodging the enemy's teamfight initiation until you throw out yours is generally a really good way of playing if you're able to pull it off. Wow, that was a quick kill. Double kill for Chris as Rubik made the mistake of showing himself there. And the other three, they got spotted out. Dream Coil coming in onto 3 heroes, and that is Chris getting a triple kill. This patch we've had. But we've had one of those minor balance patches that actually changed up the whole meta. And teams aren't quite used to it yet, the way they're drafting. Silencer, Abaddon, some of these really powerful heroes nowadays apparently. Rubik, he just gets 2 clicked down by Asta. Crits so freaking hard, not hard enough to tear through a Tiny with BKB on. But considering that's your high armor Tiny, he still took tons of damage. Speaking of tons of damage, Chris got run down. It's gonna be just fine thanks to an A on this. Trying to right click down the Dazzle. Dazzle should be able to teleport out of there. Yeah. And that's the Aegis getting taken away by the Chaos Knight. KSH, he got himself a mega kill spree, but yeah, there's Asta coming in, showing what he's made of. Proving to Void that he is indeed the superior core, but now Asta stuck in the wards. Oh, that's an awkward one. And while that is going down, they are gonna bleed another kill onto Bog. The rest of Yangon Galacticos still do have a lot of burst damage. Should somebody be forced to lead the charge alone. On the bright side, Chaos Knight, he finally got himself out of those Galacticos. May want to turn around, but with the double TP in from TNC, they will instead be turning onto the Shadow Shaman, who they know is nearby. And that is gonna be a dead Shadow Shaman. Marcy looking for more on top of that Chaos Knight. AT realizes that may be a bit of an awkward fight, but he doesn't BKB, so proccing it, and go it is. That's the Lich down, and now Chaos Knight slowly but surely, unable to keep up that man fight, is gonna go down as well. Puck still alive, could still get a good new kill if left unattended, so Void comes on in, throws a one-man chrono on top of the set. The only one left alive is the Primal Beast, who, while a very strong hero and while kind of broken, what makes them broken is the range at which you can initiate, not... Rubik, he gets found in the not the triangle, near the dire jungle high ground. Is gonna try to get himself out, but no such luck, as this Chaos Knight is just hitting too hard, and Marcy, who decided to go after a teammate, is gonna get punished by Asta for it. Asta killing spree with a double kill now. And that's not all. Void, he tossed down a 2-man chrono, he got himself a double kill, and is now gonna be man fighting up with this Chaos Knight. Chaos Knight, however, did not expect KSH just does BKB and go ham. That is 1 dead, that is 2 dead, and they want one more in the form of the Primal Beast. Will get an ultra kill for the ultra kill for the Void. No chance of a rampage, but I think at this point the game is as easy as play around the Chronosphere and don't make any mistakes, and Yangon Galacticos got it. Wait, Lich just... Okay, well, people are trying to stand up around the Roche Pit. In the backlines, though, I completely missed the Asta attempt to initiate. And, well, Asta shouldn't be there, but obviously for me as a caster, I just see the whole map. He did not see enemies keep hitting tier 3. And then whenever they bully you, you just time walk it off. Rinse and repeat. And that is Void getting caught, taking a lot of damage for the CK illusion, but guess what? In exchange for a CK illusion attacking the void, you get your real primal beast attacked by everyone.
Radiant's top tower is
The last tier 3 tower of the game, down to half health. And now we got another man fight up between Asta and KSH. Asta getting some lucky kills, but there is KSH coming in with a nice time walk out and back in. He would love to go for the Lich, but his team needs him as puck. Jumping in, going aggressive now. Void will turn his back onto the Chronosphere, finish up everybody who's caught inside, and with that, it is another godlike double kill for the Faceless Void as GG gets called and TNC, they accept. Okay.